All right, man. YouTube, man. We ain't on Facebook tonight, but we'll Facebook will know a little bit about what we do. YouTube, man. What's going on? These are your boys from Offbeat Studios, along with our guy Ian for tonight, man. Back with another true series, man. Today, as you can see, we are talking about those Cleveland Browns, man. The doghouse, the dog pound, man. We are talking about those boys from Cleveland, man. Those of you that are tuning in, man, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. We are on the road to 200 subscribers on YouTube, man. I think we're sitting at 128, Chris. So we've been kicking it, we've been rolling. So hopefully we get some more, man. So make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Also, man, this video is brought to you by W, man. W Energy, man. Make sure y'all hit that promo code OBS863 to get 20% off your first order. Offbeat Studios is not responsible for what happens when you try to scoop this shit. So make sure you drink responsibly. Yep. Oh, man. If those of you tuning in, man, make sure y'all check us out on August the 28th through the 31st, which is our Madden Mania 2 tournament. Am I going to keep this title around my waist, or will somebody get it off of me, man? I don't know, man. My shoulder hurt, man. I've been carrying it for too long, bro. Nobody don't want to take it off of me, man. My shoulder starting to hurt, man. So, $10, $15 registration fee if you are in the local area in Arcadia, and we will go ahead and make those matches as time permits. And also, as you see down there at the bottom, make sure y'all guys come out and hang out with us on every Thursday at 7:34 open mic night, man. It's free to come out and hang out with us. And I know the Opera House got some beer specials and things like that going on. So make sure you guys come out and enjoy with us. All right, man. So let's talk about these Cleveland Browns, man. They I don't know. they always been the laughing stock of the league, man. They always been the laughing stock of the league. But for the last couple of seasons, man, they really ain't been terrible. Give me a second here. Let me pull up their schedule. Y'all know how we do it every time. Got to break down what they did and all this stuff here. So let's take a look at their schedule, fellas. Give me a second here.
For the way it looks like they perform very well.
Yeah. Give me a second here. Let me get my screen going real quick. Okay, now this one ain't got the wins and the losses like I like. Okay, here we go. Preseason. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then that first game was against the Titans. If I'm mistaken. And then that first game was against the Titans. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. The Titans. Alright. So here we go, man. Alright, so let's talk about what they did last season, guys. Can y'all see what I got going on my screen?
Yep.
Alright, awesome, man. Alright, so game 1, right? These boys, they ended up losing to, they ended up beating the Titans 27-3. Not a bad showing. Alright, they ended up getting their ass kicked by the Ravens 28-3. Jesus. They ended up, Chris, beating the 49ers. They ended up beating the 49ers, man, 17-19. I think everybody was kind of shocked by that one. They ended up beating, Jimmy. They ended up beating the Colts. Sorry ass Colts. But they ended up losing to the Seahawks 20-24. They ended up blowing out the Cardinals. I think everybody blew out the Cardinals last year. 27-0. Then Chris, they came back, bro. It ended up beating the Ravens in that rivalry game. You know, that Brown Ravens game was a huge rivalry, man. They ended up beating them Then they ended up beating the Steelers barely, but they still got the job done. Jeffrey, y'all ended up beating them, man, 29-12. The Rams did ended up cooking them too, 36-19. They then come down here to the Sunshine State. Ended up beating Trevor Lawrence and those Jaguars 31-27. They ended up beating the Bears 20-17. Then they ended up doing an impressive win right here against the Texas, man, 36-22. Ended up beating the Jets. Everybody beats the Jets 20-37. Ended up getting whipped by them Bengals though, and then the Texans got their revenge and beat them in that wild card 45-14, guys.
You forgot 2 games on the list.
Which ones I forgot?
The Cincy, like their first 2 games, which they won against Cincy 24-3, and the loss to Pittsburgh, which was 26-20.
Okay. So then I got the preseason messed up then.
Yeah, you still got all the games right now.
Yeah. So what that put them at?
11-5.
That put them at 11-5 with 10-6.
I would say, 10-6. I think.
10-6. 10-6 with the playoff berth, man.
Yeah, 10-6.
All right. So after us looking at the schedule, do we deem the Browns to have a good season? Did they have a good season last season? Chris, you can go first, man.
Of course, also.
I think wasn't expecting the Browns to have a good season because I wasn't too sure. Their last season wasn't as good whenever they got I think it was like with Brissett and then Watson came in late. Mm-hmm. So the season after that, I wasn't expecting them to make it to the playoffs, but they did make it to the playoffs. But it's not a big, huge success. I think they could have went a little bit further in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. But they only made it to the wild card, I believe. So, or they made the divisional, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, they made it to the wild card.
Wild card, yeah. So they made it to wild card. I could have seen them going a little bit further, but they didn't. So I'll say because the name of Cleveland, the fact that they actually made it to the playoffs is a success to me.
For the second year in a row.
Yeah, so just because it's Cleveland, and I wasn't expecting much, so especially with all the the dread that they had throughout the season, like with Chubb and his arm, his leg, stuff like that. Wasn't expecting much to happen, but they pulled through. So.
Okay. All right. How about you, Ian?
Considering they have big major injuries, so Deshaun Watson and like you said, Nick Chubb, and to still make the playoffs, I think that's a pretty good season in my opinion. Lose your starting quarterback and starting running back for basically the majority of the season, and to still make the playoffs, and to have a quarterback literally to come off the couch.
literally
come off the couch and kind of get y'all to the playoffs. That just goes to tell you that they are a talented team and they very capable of winning some very good games that you just went through the schedule.
Right.
I think at the end, having Joe Flacco and not having the starting running back, I think it just kind of came back to bite them. But I think they had a pretty good season, considering those big losses.
Right. And to be honest, man, if it wasn't for C.J. Stroud, man, taking off, dog, they probably, man, I go out there popping, man, would have done some damage, man. Cause remember, man, with Jay Cool, that's what I call him now. When Jay Cool came off the couch, man, everybody like this man was throwing for 300 yards a pop per game. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty impressive, considering the age and considering how long he's been out of football for about a year. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie, because Chris can tell you, I really thought they had a chance. Just based off how Joe Flacco and the boys was playing and rallying together, I really thought they had a solid shot at beating the Texans, man. They already did it before in the regular season, so I really thought they had a good shot. But then again, and then especially with Joe Flacco, having prior playoff success. I really thought they really had a decent shot, but they end up taking that huge loss against the Texans, man. But like I stated before, man, Cleveland, man, that's almost what we used to deem as the places where careers go to die. but the last two seasons, man, Cleveland has showed you that even with the Joe Flacco resurgence, that even though you people may think your career is over, you could come out here and still ball. Now here's my honest opinion. I think if we had a DW4 out there playing, I think they might have had a better solid shot in beating the Texans, especially him playing against his old team, man. That would have been wild and nuts. But I think they would have had a better shot just based off what DW4 brings to the game. But nevertheless, man, I think from the Cleveland standpoint, they had a successful season. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like the Detroit Lions, right? The Detroit Lions been the laughing stock of the league. And then this past season, the boys almost won, maybe 2 players away from the Super Bowl. Something that we thought we'd never see in our lifetime with the Detroit Lions. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with the Cleveland Browns, man. I think they are on up and up, man. I think they are on the up and up, and they will no longer be continued to be the laughing stock of the league. So with that being said, let's take a look at their roster, man. Let's take a look at their roster, see what they got over there. So number one, we got DW4, right? Coming over from the Texans. He had that debacle, right, within the last couple of seasons about the allegations and stuff. So missed some time playing football, and I think a lot of people's question was can Deshaun Watson come back after being gone so long? Come back and command a offense. I think that's what everybody's question was. So what I'm gonna ask you guys. Is Deshaun Watson the key or the missing piece to the Cleveland Browns and them potentially moving forward and getting a deeper playoff run? Yeah, if you want to go first, or Chris, you want to go first? That's a deep question.
I'll go first.
Okay.
I think they can. I think Deshaun Watson will eventually get back on track. I think he would have last year, but he ended up having an injury, of course. Him coming back, the year before last, like late in the season, really taking a year off after football. I don't think a lot of people understand that's a long time to be away from football in the actual game. It's
right.
Like practice or just throwing the ball around, throwing routes or working out.
Right.
In game, it's a lot different. So it takes some time to get your feet back up under you. But I think this year you should be expecting a pretty good season from Deshaun Watson. Barring injury and barring that they're healthy on the offensive side of the ball. Mm-hmm. I think he'll have a good season for sure.
Okay. Chris?
Same. I think injuries were derailing this team. And if Deshaun Watson is back and he's back in full force, he'll help out the team because he's probably the reason. That probably is what's going to help him get over that hump, having him play a full season without him getting hurt. But like I said, I don't want to knock on wood or anything like that. But if he stays healthy, he's definitely going to be a big contributor to them getting more success in the postseason.
Right. And here's my thing, right? Because, like you guys said, man, just injuries, man. Chubb getting hurt. They rely solely on him, man. And everybody know when it comes to December and January football, right? You got to be able to do one thing, and that is pound the rock. Got to be able to do that. Especially up there in Cleveland, man, because it's cold weather. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to pound the rock. And James Ford, he actually came in and did a solid job. But ain't nobody like number 24 back there, man, running it. And then with Amari Cooper, man, going down too, man, that definitely put a dent because now you don't have a number one receiver. You know what I'm saying? But they did do some things over there this offseason. They kind of helped them out on the offensive side of the ball. And we finna talk about that right now. And number one was them acquiring Jerry Jeudy, from the Denver Broncos. So now I'm gonna ask you guys pretty much the same thing. Now with Amari Cooper, that Amari Cooper is the number one receiver over there. We already know that. But now with the addition of Jerry Jeudy, right? Can this Cleveland offense be a top 5 threat along with Chubb, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, and Deshaun Watson?
Potentially yes. Potentially yes.
On paper.
On paper, yeah, I could see them being a. Because Amari, he's still a contributor, and he's up there in age, but he still contributes. And Jerry Jeudy, he has a high ceiling, and then Deshaun, we already have his proof, right?
Right.
And then obviously with a healthy Chubb, I mean, put them all together, yeah, that dude's being top 5, and automatic top 10, to be honest.
Okay. Ian?
I think Jerry Jeudy he'll have a good year, hopefully. He doesn't have that pressure of being a number one receiver no more in the receiver room.
I'm glad you said that.
New place, new scenery, new opportunity. So hopefully that that brings in a lot of yards and a lot of catches, and Amari Cooper should free him up because I had Jerry Jeudy on my fantasy team last year in the beginning of the season. And he smoked me, bro. I had to let him go, bro. I was so upset, bro.
Oh man.
Then he'll have something to say back to Steve Smith.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, man. With Jerry Jeudy coming over, and I think what a lot of people don't realize, here's my thing that I admire with the Cleveland Browns so much. For the longest, man, them boys have had a solid personnel up front with Joe Bettino, probably a future Hall of Famer. Taking the helm at that. I think he was a tackle or is he a guard? I think he a tackle. But taking that helm on the offensive line, man, come top 5 pass rusher each year. Each year he's been playing. Definitely a Pro Bowler too. And that's how Nick Chubb is able to break these 15, 20, 25 yarders, down the field because of that offensive line. So that's one staple that I admire about the Cleveland Browns. Now you add in a solid passing game with Jerry Jeudy and Amari Cooper and Deshaun Watson. Hopefully they get some chemistry down, right? We're now just speaking hypothetically. We don't know because it is the Cleveland Browns. So sometimes, the times that they supposed to look good, they be trash. And the times that they look trash, like when Joe Flacco came in, the Bulls were fucking hot, right? So, but on paper, like Chris said, with Deshaun Watson, all these boys, they should be able to crack that top 5 offense, man. But again, Deshaun Watson is really sold on Deshaun Watson because we already know what Nick Chubb can do by himself. We already know that boy a beast. You know what I'm saying? So it's really Deshaun Watson got to get his feet back wet out there. Now, what a lot of people don't know though, well, I don't think they don't know, but what a lot of people don't take heed to about the Cleveland Browns is their defense. Their defense, man. Their defense is ranked, according to Pro Football Focus, the Cleveland Browns defense is ranked number 2 in the NFL.
As long as I hold
They are ranked number 2 in the NFL. I don't think y'all understand how dangerous that is.
No.
No, I knew
They're
the
young and
defense was
talented
good.
though. They're young and talented though, for sure.
Facts. And these boys was only averaging, allowing 270 yards per game. Now the total TDs that they allowed was 44. Let me see. Now they was allowing 164 passing yards. Dog, that shit is crazy. And the NFL is a passing league. That's lockdown, dude. That's lockdown, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then rushing, I think they pretty bad at rushing because they was allowing 105. But we already know why. Because Myles Garrett ain't no run stuffing type of player, right? Because he's more of a pass rusher. You know what I'm saying? So they thrive off of that. You know what I mean? Yep, they thrive off the pass rush. So let's see here. Let me take a look.
You're gonna look at their defense.
Yeah, I want to take a look at Myles Garrett's stats last year, man, and see what he did. So last year, this man had another 14 sack career last season, and I think that put him. Let's see. That's the thing I love about this because I like to see what all these boys be doing.
He's got 88 and a half sacks in his career.
Yeah, that's crazy. And that put him. That put him. Let me see. Pro Football Focus. I'm trying to see where he ranks among defensive ends. But they did give him a 94 overall on Pro Football Focus, which is top notch. Last year he had, actually Pro Football Focus gave one more sack. He had 15. And I tied him for 8th. And he had 4 forced fumbles, which tied him for 3rd. But not tell me where he ranked among defensive ends. Not telling me. Not telling me. No, just in the league.
On the league right now.
Right. Yeah, it's not telling me. It's not telling me. But I'm quite sure he probably in the top. He's in the top 10.
He's at 10.
He's at 10. I'm quite sure. Man. I know he up there. Man.
Von Miller is number 1 with 123 and a half.
In the league?
Yep. 2 is Cameron Jordan with 117 and a half.
Okay.
Justin Houston, Chandler Jones, they tied at 3 with 112. Aaron Donald at 5 with 111. Calais Campbell, 105 and a half.
Okay.
Khalil Mack at 7 with 101 and a half. Got TJ Watt with 96 and a half. Jason Pierre-Paul, 94 and a half. And they got Myles Garrett at 88 and a half.
Yeah, that's all. That whole list gonna be in the Hall of Fame, man. So
Yeah, for sure. All dogs.
all dogs. Who them boys had at corner?
Denzel Ward.
Denzel Ward. And who the other one?
Greg Newsom.
Greg Newsom. And I know they got my boy from LSU, Greg Delpit, at safety, boy. Yes, sir. I was mad that we ain't take him, man, because he was right there for the taking. I wanted him. Oh, I wanted him. I like Javon Holland now, too, but, man, I wanted Greg Delpit, dog.
Yeah, I think Delphi, he got great size and great instinct.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, man. So this one a little short one because the boys had a good season. So we're gonna get on to the nitty gritty. All right. What do they need to do in order to win or host a Lombardi Trophy this upcoming season? Outside of we done talked about defense, we done talked about Deshaun Watson. So what do they need to do to hopefully get Cleveland out of this rut? Not only win the playoff game, but get to the Super Bowl.
Offense got to step up. They need another playmaker on offense to step up besides Nick Chubb in the running game. I know they signed Deontay Foreman in the offseason. So
Yeah, they did.
So he should be a good number 2 back. He's more than capable. That'd be a nasty duo actually. If,
Facts.
Nick Chubb stay healthy, that'd be like an underrated duo.
Right.
As long as D. Watson come play his A game and Jerry Judy, that situation kind of work out, man. The defense is there. As we just stated, all the dogs they got on defense. So
Right.
they young and athletic on both sides of the ball, man. They just come to play, man. Because it's a gauntlet in the AFC, especially.
You better believe it. Better believe it. Who in their division? It's them, the Ravens.
Ravens, Steelers, Browns, and what's the fourth? Oh, the Bengals.
Oh yeah. That's a. Oh man.
They're in the gauntlet.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh man.
One of the toughest divisions in football.
Yeah. Facts.
On paper.
Facts. And with the Steelers getting Russell Wilson now, man. This got even harder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris.
I think for them to win, like I said, defense gonna come to play if they're ranked number 2. They're gonna come to play. Offense-wise, we know that the running game is gonna be there because he did mention Deontay Foreman and Nick Chubb running the ball, so that is a very that's a sleeper duo right there.
Right.
But what is really going to drive it is Deshaun, is DW4, and you got weapons like Joku and Jerry Judy and Amari Cooper. So what needs to happen is we need to have solid and consistent quarterback play. Because if that running game is going to be there, and then you have that consistent quarterback play, like I said, we have Chi already on before. We've seen him do it before, so if he can perform the same way he normally does with this Browns team, and you add on the running game, and then your defense is on top notch, I could see them going to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And possibly winning that thing too.
Okay.
That's a high expectation, but I can.
That is high. That is a high
But
expectation.
with the seasons, you just gotta pray that God's on your side. No one gets hurt. That's happening.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's
But
true.
I can see it happening because I don't think defense changed that much. Only just the new addition. So I can see defense the way they were, and then like all the thing that would change is quarterback play. Because I think the only thing that threw me off when I was looking at the schedule was, there's constant quarterback changes. I remember it was Flacco in the end season. Then you had, I think you had Walker coming in to take a couple snaps. Yeah, Walker coming in to take a couple snaps. There was another quarterback, I think, that took two snaps too last season. I don't know who. But yeah, consistent quarterback play, and then because you got DW4, he's known for playing at a high level.
Yeah.
He's a great take to throw him over that edge.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. All right. And I'm glad Chris said something because I dang sure forgot about my boy Prince Njoku. Yeah, man, getting it done, man. Like even at his age, man, the man still is a top tight end in the league, man, which is nuts. But he's still getting it done, man. I definitely forgot about my boy. That's my dog. That's my dog. I love me some Njoku, man. But what they need to do to get to Super Bowl, man, right? And y'all guys pretty much hit it on the head, right? Deshaun Watson gonna have to, go give us that 2000, that rookie Deshaun Watson that came in, man, took the lead by storm, right? That same Deshaun Watson that spent out them tackles against the Buffalo Bills and beat them in the playoffs. That's the one we need. You know what I'm saying? We get that Deshaun Watson, right? And I think he still got it. Man. It's unfortunate, what's been going on with him, but I think he still got enough in the tank to do that. But you put that Deshaun Watson, like you said, with the Jerry Jeudy and with Amari Cooper, and hopefully Nick Chubb. What injury Nick Chubb had? Was it Achilles?
No.
Or was it an ACL tear?
Yeah, I think it was the knee. I think he got hit in the knee, I believe.
Yeah, I think
Meniscus?
I think it was another. Let me
search up.
So if he had an Achilles injury, man, oh man. Yeah, if he had an Achilles injury, man, ooh.
Yeah, Did you say it's they're uncertain?
MCL.
Oh.
And meniscus.
Oh man.
And the ACL.
I ain't funny, dog, but damn, bro. Oh man, my dog beat up, bro. Oh man. The ACL is already a tough injury to come back from, dog. It's already one of them, with technology now, they're able to come back, and have a solid career. But I think we all see when people, ACL used to be one of the things that, man, they told the ACL, man, that's the end of their career. You know what I'm saying? So, especially how Cleveland like to run. Oh man, but that's probably why they went on ahead and brought in. Yep, exactly, because they don't want to overwork our boy Chubb, man. So they're gonna have to. Chubb is gonna have to, be a little bit more methodical when running this season, because I just don't see it, man. I just don't see him. I don't see the Chubb that we know and love. That's gone. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just gonna be a tough injury to come back from. Nobody's ever the same after an ACL injury. Then he tore his meniscus and his MCL. Yeah, man. I think they're definitely going to make him at least maybe like a situational back, and try to split the carries between both of these guys. But if we still can get that production, because the thing about the NFL, and this is just my thing, I love a running back by committee. I love that, because I get to keep fresh guys in at all times. That's what the Dolphins do, right? With Mostert, A-Chain, and then we got that boy Chris Brooks now. They got a running back by committee, so just that. So have that Mostert takes all the snaps and he breaks, a lot more runs than these other guys do. But I love a running back by committee just for that simple reason that, it's not all on one back, right? And I think they still got James Ford too. You know what I'm saying? So if we can still get that run production, even with the less carries on Chubb, then I think they should be all right in that run game. What's really gonna sell it, man, is if, like I said, if Deshaun Watson can come back to form. That's really what's gonna sell it. If Deshaun Watson can't come back to form, man, we're gonna have a tough conversation, because they paid him a lot of money. They paid my boy a lot of money. And it's funny because they end up bringing my other boy in the off season. My boy James, man, we're gonna get a W, man. We're gonna eat. My boy James, man. They brought my boy in for the off season, man. So Hey, Chris, no, I've been a huge Jameis Winston advocate, man, because
Even when he was at Florida State.
yeah. I mean, I don't like him at Florida State. Come on, back. But now that he in the NFL, I ain't got to worry about him playing my games every year. I like him. So I just liked him on the Bucks, man. I really did. I like Jameis Winston on the Bucks. Also, although he got them turnovers, but we see Jameis make some incredible plays, man, throughout his career. So and I think that's why they brought in Jameis Winston, because I think there's just an uncertainty if Deshaun Watson can pull it through.
Yeah.
He's
He's a gunslinger by heart.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's what they needed, because I think that's what made it successful last year, because Joe Flacco is a gunslinger. You know what I'm saying? So Joe Flacco, because he came off the bench, and like Chris, we've seen it. He was just making some throws like, damn, why would he throw that? But he completed it. You know what I'm saying? So it's really just going to rely on Deshaun Watson, man. And if he can't come back to form, man, we going to have a serious talk in the offseason about retaining your services or restructuring that contract. Period. You know what I'm saying? Especially if Joe Flacco came in and balled out like that, and you can't do that. Yeah, you got a problem. Yeah, we got. Yeah, don't say I ain't with the same team, but better team. Yeah, we got a problem. We got a problem. Ian, man, I appreciate you for coming on for this episode, man. It's always nice to talk football with you, man. Chris, you too, bro. I appreciate you, man. So, yeah, man, for sure. So, like we always in the streets, man. Who do we deem the best player in franchise history? And it could be team. I'll let it slide with the team.
Baker Mayfield.
But it could be a player or a team.
Baker Mayfield.
Chris, you say Baker Mayfield. Why?
Oh no, I'm lying.
I mean, Baker did he win a playoff game with the Browns?
I'm not sure. I know he got some.
Yeah. Remember they blew out Big Ben for his last game.
Oh yeah, they did.
In the playoffs?
Yep.
Playoffs. Yeah.
So Big Ben is responsible for Big Ben retiring.
Many people are gonna say Otto Graham and possibly say Jim Brown, but I'm gonna go ahead and take my O-line. I'm not really an O-line guy. I don't really call O-line like that, but I'm gonna pick my O-line, Joe Thomas.
Joe Thomas.
Big Joe Thomas. One of the best O-lines to ever play in the NFL.
That's a solid pick.
To me, yeah.
First ballot Hall of Famer for sure.
Yeah, first ballot Hall of Famer. But, yeah, I got Joe Thomas.
Okay. Because I thought you was going to say Peyton Hillis. I ain't going to lie. I know you love him, so.
I mean, Bay is good. You know, he was a good back, good power back. I like power back, but nah, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with when you think about the Cleveland Browns, you think of one person. I'm gonna go with Jim Brown, man. I think that's pretty easy for me.
Yeah. Jim Brown, man. He is the Cleveland Browns, if you ask me.
Yeah.
He is the Cleveland Browns, if you ask me. Just what he did, because there wasn't there wasn't a lot of those guys out there running the route like that. They kind of, I don't want to get too political, but you know what I mean. So with Jim Brown, coming in that kind of situation, you know what I'm saying, and able to put Cleveland pretty much on the map. What he did, man, definitely first ball Hall of Fame. So I love me some Jim Brown, and that's probably my pick too. Is Jim Brown? I'm gonna give it to him. But I don't want everybody to knock off. Hey, y'all go look at me like I'm crazy. But I don't want everybody to knock off my boy Jeff Garcia. Jeff Garcia.
He'll play with the Browns.
Yup. Research the Browns too. Cause remember the Browns was on a 2-year hiatus.
Yeah.
They was on a 2-year. Yeah, Chris, I don't know if you remember that, but the Browns was on a 2-year hiatus And then it was like, who the fuck we gonna put in our uniforms because we came back and that's when they expanded them. They had the expansion. Yup, and then it was like, well, we're gonna get all these darn people that nobody don't like. You know what I'm saying? And we're just gonna put them in our uniforms. And Jerry Garcia was the starting quarterback and had a winning season. They got the boys to the playoffs. Yup. Yeah, man. That's my second guy because he resurged the Browns, man. So especially for them to come off, you know, that 2-year hiatus, man, and get to the playoffs and win at least one game. So I'm gonna give it to him. Man. I like me some Jeff Garcia. Man. I do.
Alright. I'm shocked you didn't say like Josh Cribbs or something like that.
Joshua Cribbs, man, he's straight too. And honorable mention, though, we gotta get into our boy Gordon, dog. Like, oh man, I think that's one of the biggest disappointment in Cleveland Brown outside of Peyton Hillis in Cleveland Brown history, man. Because my boy Josh Gordon could have been somebody special.
Yeah.
He could have been somebody special, man. And oh man, dog, I'm just so disappointed. I'm disappointed, man. I really, and then when he came back, man, I'm like, he was balling too when he came back. I don't know if y'all remember. He was balling when he came back. Then man, just he could never get over himself, man.
Yeah.
He couldn't do it. Man. But,
Yeah, and then obviously, another honorable mention, like I said, Otto Graham. Even though none of us don't even, we don't, them boys. But Otto Graham, I mean, he's a name always mentioned. So honorable mention. Even though I don't see no highlights, I don't watch. I think the only old quarterback I watched highlights for was the U-Man.
Who was that?
Johnny Unitas.
Oh, Johnny Unitas.
Yeah, I think he's the only quarterback I watched, the highlights for. But Otto Graham, but yeah.
Facts. But you know a motherfucker old when they say, yeah, man, the Baltimore Colts. Boy, I like Jerry. Oh my God, are you old?
I remember whenever they were in Baltimore. Jesus.
I had a teacher like that. He's like, yeah, but I don't like the Baltimore Colts. I said, you mean the Ravens? He's like, no, the Colts. I'm like, oh, shit, the Bulls Baltimore. All right, man. Right.
That was goddamn. That was Jim Crow.
Way back in the day, boy, when the boys had leather helmets, leather heads.
No, for real.
No face mask, nigga. Boy, that boy funny, dog.
I watched the greatest game that was ever played was my Giants against the Colts. I think it was like, what was it? First? No, it was like the first. No, it was like the NFL championship. I don't know if it was the first or not.
What was it? It was the Giants and who?
And the Baltimore Colts.
Okay.
Yeah, it was when it went to overtime. I think it was it the first? It was like an overtime game. Yeah, it was like the first game to go overtime ever. And I ain't gonna lie, when I was watching the game, it was pretty live back then. I ain't gonna hold you. It was pretty damn live.
Yeah.
That thing, they were running on the field and stuff. I said, ooh, boy, that's crazy.
That was before we knew about all these injuries, man. So them boys would go out there and play reckless.
Yeah, they play reckless.
Facts.
Just some free milk, man. Yeah.
Facts. Them boys wasn't getting paid like that.
They're just getting free milk. You want some free milk? Here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Join the team.
Join the team. Here you go. Yeah.
Facts, man. Those of y'all tuned in, man, y'all hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. We are doing the doubleheader tonight, so we already did the Cleveland Browns. So the next one, I'm going to come back in about 5 to 10 minutes. Next one is going to be the Denver Broncos. That's the next one. So we're going to get into them because they do have a rich history as well. But the last couple of seasons, man, it's been kind of rough. Yeah, it's been kind of rough. It's the rut.
Jeff sure join the seat, man. We all losers here, man.
He over there watching animated movie.
Yeah, well, he joined the seat with losers. I mean, my Giants ain't that bad. We didn't lose. Goddamn, I haven't seen an NFL game that went to 70 points ever. So shit. That's not. But hey,
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in a minute, man. All right, guys, we'll be right back in the next 10 minutes, man. Appreciate you guys. And like I said, man, always hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. See you guys in 10 minutes.
To the lab again. We messed up. Back to the lab.